This is a meaningful watch for me. I was pleasantly surprised by it, and as usual with my watch collecting journey, it was an unexpected purchase. A retro modern design with great finishing and detail. A taste of a luxurious integrated bracelets which gives a few double takes by knowledgeable onlookers. After seeing and handling one, if I told you it costed few thousands of pounds, you'd believe me. Hey folks, I'm Em, welcome back. I was in Italy with my best friend and we went to a jewelry to see some watches. He's not that interested in watches as I am, but I kept filling his head with movements and models and things. So he did pick up on some stuff and he started looking for his first watch. Originally we were looking at some Seikos, however, as soon as our eyes looked at the PRX models they had in store, we just fell in love. We tried a few on, and to cut a long story short, we left the shops with his first watch and the newest addition to my collection. Twin watches! So this watch reminds me of my best friends, and considering we live far, far apart and we only get to see each other a few times a year, that's not a small thing. By the way, like and subscribe if you like these videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Tissot was founded in 1853 in Le Cocle, obviously in Switzerland, by father and son duo Charles Félicien and Charles-Émile Tissot. And the company is still based there to this day. They became known in the horological world for creating the first pocket watch with dual time zones. They ended up being acquired by the Swatch Group in the 80s, like most Swiss manufacturers after the quartz crisis. But they continued to innovate, using materials not used in watches back then, for example, mother of pearl dials. They were the first to use them. Back in the 70s, following the desperate trends of watchmakers to survive the quartz revolution, almost every watchmaker noticed how popular a steel design with an integrated bracelet was for a sports watch. Tissot was no different, with their C-Star line, which is where the PRX takes most of these design clues from. It's got stark decisive lines, a tonneau-shaped case, and a round bezel and dial, and the case seamlessly integrates with the bracelet. The dial is surrounded by cleanly polished bezel and sports a little shallow but still detailed tapisserie dial with beautiful polished, brushed and loomed hands, with the hour markers being straight and thin, loomed as well, with a great polished detail on the side. It has a race date window at 3 o'clock. The bracelet, however, is where the fun is at with this watch. I call it a party bracelet. Its brushed but flat sides only need a little glimpse of light to come to life and start reflecting around like crazy. This effect is, after all, why a lot of people look up at the exponentially more expensive Royal Oaks. It has a quick release mechanism, however, I don't ever see me using it. I can't imagine wearing this watch with anything other than the bracelet. Unfortunately, the design of the integrated bracelet is also what makes this watch wear bigger than its specifications would suggest, as the first links do not bend, adding millimeters to the overall size. Turning it around, an exhibition case back presents the quite basic, but not ugly by any means, Powermatic 80 movement. So far on this channel I've only covered manual wind movements. This one has a rotor on the back that will wind the watch thanks to the movement of your hand throughout the day. It lasts an impressive 80 hours of power reserve. It lasts forever. It's the watch that is always still running when I go pick it up. It also has a very showerable 100 meters of water resistance. The Tissot PRX also comes in a quartz version, which has a closed back and otherwise retains an identical design. Oh, the quartz versions come with different dials, which I think are prettier than the automatic. Its design suggests a more casual wear for my tastes. I would not suit up with this watch on my wrist. However, it can easily pull off business casual. Although it's officially quoted as being 40mm, its case shape and the first link of the bracelet will make it wear more in the realm of a 44mm. Although it's still quite harmonious on my 16.5cm wrist. It's about 11mm in thickness. Tissot released the PRX at a perfect time, while the integrated bracelet still sports were all the hype. Watches costing between 30 and hundreds of thousands of pounds. It's the reason why it's been called the luxury watch killer so often, the automatic version, the one I have, comes in at £540, while you can have the quartz version even cheaper for £300. Everything about this watch punches way above its weight class. Personally, I wish they chose a more original pattern on the dial instead of going with the tapisserie one. Or I just wish they gave us the option on the automatic ones to have the cleaner brush dials present on the quartz versions. I do think they look cleaner than this. Ultimately, both a great introduction to mechanical watches for newcomers, as well as a great addition for any collectors who likes the look of it. It's badass, it's fun, and in a sense, it's the perfect beater watch without looking like one. Folks, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.